It has to be one of the top 5 most obscure, head-scratching passages in all the Bible. Literally no one knows quite what to make of it, but since it immediately precedes the lengthy story of Noah and the ark, we know it is significant. It contains a certain group of beings called the Nephilim, a race of renowned warriors. But exactly who they were and how they fit into the story is a mystery. Hello, I'm Stuart Baskin, pastor of First Presbyterian Church of Tyler, Texas. And this is your daily devotional for Monday, February 19th, 2024. The beginning of the story of Noah includes these 2 verses. The Lord saw that the wickedness of humankind was great in the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of their hearts was only evil continually. And the Lord was sorry that he had made humankind on the earth, and it grieved him to his heart. It is from this point on that God decides to literally wipe the slate clean and start over again. But what did God see that caused alarm? Well, the opening verses of Genesis 6, immediately prior to the verses I just read, tell the story. When people began to multiply on the face of the ground, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that they were fair, and they took wives for themselves of all that they chose. Then the Lord said, My spirit shall not abide in mortals forever, for they are flesh. Their days shall be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went into the daughters of humans, who bore children to them. These were the heroes that were of old, warriors of renown. Like I said, no one knows exactly what to make of this passage. Sons of God going into the daughters of men and taking them as wives? There is no other place in Scripture that talks about the sons of God, so we don't know who they were or what to make of them. My old mentor and teacher, Douglas Otati, had perhaps the most insightful take on this passage. I don't know what it means, he said, but I know it isn't good. And what's not good is my topic today, and it has to do with boundaries, which begs the question, what are boundaries? When I talk about boundaries, I'm usually talking about the idea of personal and professional boundaries. This has taken on a great importance over the past few decades. Anytime we hire somebody on the church staff, there's a part of the job description in the section called Personal Characteristics that reads, Able to understand and respect personal and professional boundaries. It's that important. In a nutshell, it is the ability to understand what I am responsible for and what I am not responsible for. It means staying out of another person's business. It means staying in your own lane, not meddling. For some people, that's really hard. They are natural-born busybodies. But it turns out one of the secrets of a high-functioning team is precisely the ability to stay out of each other's business and simply to offer support when it's asked for. The same is true among friends and family. I've seen more than one family go through incredible amounts of drama because people simply could not respect each other's boundaries. But if you think this is a modern invention, it's not. The story of the sons of God marrying human women is a classic ancient Jewish story of boundaries being crossed. That's one of the things that is hugely important in the Torah, understanding and respecting boundaries initiated by God. This story is one of violating boundaries. The sons of God, whoever and whatever they were not supposed to marry human women and vice versa. It violated the boundary between the human and the divine. Now, I'll bet that if you look around you and examine conflicts you've ever either witnessed or even been part of, chances are pretty good that somewhere in the conflict, someone has violated boundaries. People sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. It is just one of the myriad ways we human beings seem to muck things up. And it's also why, during Lent, it is so important to examine our own lives to see where we need to improve. And now may God continue to bless you and keep you in all that you do this day and in all the days ahead.